If this isn't pushing me outside my comfort zone, I don't know what does. Going on camera whilst being completely barefaced, nothing on it, barely dry hair because I've just broken my hairdryer, and yeah, just completely natural. That's definitely pushing me outside my comfort zone. No one's saying I'm not being fearless. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So I thought, I've not done a Chyna Does video for a little while, and also we haven't had a chat for a while. We've not really had a one-to-one chat, so I thought, why don't you get ready with me whilst I chat away and let you know how this Fearless Challenge is going on. It's quite funny because I was gonna do, there's a mirror here by the way, just in case you think, where the hell am I looking? I was gonna do a Dear series today because I also haven't done one of those in a little while, but there's something about the views that have really started to bother me. So since January, I have tried to release stuff that I really wanted to release and things that have been important to me, but I've realised that my views have dropped quite a lot. I don't know why, because in my head it's always like, oh, this surely is a little bit more interesting than other things. So I thought I would go and analyse my page. So I had a look at my page and literally was looking at all my videos since I relaunched. And it's funny because the I'm Back video is the most popular, then followed by the Dear Beauty video, which was the first Dear video that I did, and then the Would You Rather tag. There's a pattern here. The I'm Back video obviously was going to be one of the highest viewed videos because it was the first video I released since I came back, but the videos after that are all beauty related, which is often, for a female on YouTube, the most popular things that females want to watch. It's not that I've got anything against beauty, it's just I'm not a makeup artist. You can bloody see how I'm doing my face now. I'm nowhere near a makeup artist, and I only really know how to do my own makeup to a certain extent. It does knock your confidence, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I came back from doing a really good video at the start of 2017 and completely thought, yeah, this is a great one to start with. I loved it, it's one of my favourite videos since I'm back. And generally, after that, my views dropped. Being fearless in a way to continue is a very big thing because it's a confidence knock. I'm not gonna sit here and lie, like, it really does knock your confidence. I don't wanna be focusing on how many views I've got or how many subscribers I've got, but it always seems to be the main focus. For instance, I've done a promo job. A lot of people obviously that I haven't met, I'd speak to and they'd say, what do you do? And I'd say I'd upload videos to YouTube and blah, blah, blah. And the first question they ask you is, oh, so how many subscribers do you have? How many views do you get? And it's like, do you not want to know the content? Do you not want to know what I'm putting out? It's like we live in a social media world where everything is based on how many likes you get and how many views you get, and it's just so much crap. I just want to be like, social media, because it really just messes up your confidence. Also, what I've learned so far about doing this challenge is what people's definition of fear is, or being fearless is. And I remember putting out a broadcast and a message on all my social medias asking, what should my first fearless act be? Or what is something that you're really scared to do that I could do to kind of push you to do it? And a lot of people came back with very large things like skydiving, or, you know, climbing a mountain, or conquering their fear of heights, or just all these different things that generally are doable and at some point I will do, but there was nothing mentally fearful that anyone really put forward, which was really interesting because to me this challenge is very much about breaking down those barriers in your mind that you find restrict you. I love the way that I can't talk whilst I'm doing my brows. I guess also what hasn't changed is what I learned 4 weeks in. The consistency does work. The more consistent you are, the more you'll see your followers go up and your likes go up. But I'm not really seeing it with YouTube, which is crazy because that's what I'm being consistent with. But my other social media platforms, followers and likes and blah, blah, blah are increasing. So I guess it's just a slow progress, and I guess also it's the loyalty. And I've got to keep it in my mind with the moral that I always wanted to run with when I restarted doing this, is that I wanted my stuff to be about quality rather than quantity. I don't want to just release any stuff online which doesn't really sit well with my morals and stuff. Obviously stuff like this is in line with my challenge of doing something that's outside my comfort zone. I'm sitting here doing my makeup when I'm not a makeup person. I'm not someone that works within makeup or is a makeup artist or a beauty guru or anything along them lines. So to sit here on camera and do this is very fearful because of the judgment that comes with it, because there's always going to be one person that's like, oh, look how she's doing that, and it's like, feck off, it's my face. If it's working for me, then let me do it. And I guess that shows in itself that it really does push you out of your comfort zone when you forcefully push yourself out of your comfort zone. I don't even know if I'm making much sense. When I do videos like this, I just blabber and I never know if it really makes any sense. It's funny, about a week ago I was doing a promo job which involved me approaching strangers and talking to them. That is something that I generally have never been comfortable in life to do. I'm not the type of person to just walk up to a stranger and start a conversation, because I fear so much within that type of situation, whether they're just going to look at me like I'm absolutely crazy, whether they are interested to talk to me and what I want to talk about. It just sends me right into an anxiety attack. I prefer to just hide in a corner. I'm often that person that is in the corner kind of analysing a situation rather than being in the centre of the room and being the social butterfly. I'm a very introvert when it comes to things like that. So this job completely pushed me out of my comfort zone, because I had to approach strangers that I didn't know and talk to them and just talk to them about their style and kind of get the first line of the pitch going of what we were promoing. And it's crazy because I felt uncomfortable when I was doing it for the first few people, but then by the end of the actual job I was really comfortable in just talking to people, approaching people, being more warm, seeing what kind of works with people when you approach them, and seeing what also doesn't work. I think sometimes we're not very mindful of how we are or how we are portraying ourselves, although in our head we think we're being a certain way. I know I'm known for having a resting bitch face. I know it. It's my natural face, and I can't seem to shake it, and it's kind of being aware of that and kind of shutting it down, because sometimes that might come across a certain way for people not to find me approachable. That's something I get very often, and it's really annoying because I'm probably the most approachable person that you will meet. I feel like I haven't done anything that to you may be, wow, that's really fearless, but mentally I'm pushing myself out of barriers which are making me more comfortable in myself, and I think that's more important than jumping out of a plane or conquering my fear of heights or holding a spider, which are all things that I am gonna do, by the way. Thanks for your suggestions. It's just a deeper version of fear that I'm tackling first. So although I'm 4 months into this challenge, if I look at myself from when I first started it to now, I'm constantly changing and constantly pushing past barriers. And anyone that knows me, even if you watch through my first few videos, you'll see a difference in just me. And it's not me changing, it's me coming out, because that's what the closest people to me know me as. But I've always had this image drilled into me in the past that you have to be a certain way to be in front of a camera, and you have to be a certain way to be in this industry. And it's all a bunch of crap. Just be yourself. It's so much better just to be yourself. The things that some of you have challenged me to do, however, which I will go through when I kick off all my fearless videos and stuff, have helped me push myself out of my comfort zone. For instance, the other day I went to work in a cafe, because a few days a week I am agile, so being at home sometimes just doesn't work for me because I get well comfortable and distracted and I can't seem to focus because I'm in my comfort zone. So I went to a cafe to work by myself, and usually I would never do anything like that because I've got this image in my head that people are thinking a certain thing when they're not. I know they're not, deep down, but when you overthink things and you deal with anxiety, it's something that it just comes into your head, and there's this little voice telling you like, oh, don't go there, everyone in the cafe's gonna stare at you, when they're probably not, but you do feel it, and it just gets you really paranoid and anxious, so you avoid it. But I done it the other day, and I wouldn't have done that 6 months ago. I wouldn't have done it at all. So it does show that this is helping, and if you haven't started this with me, please get onto it, because you'll find that little things that you feel uncomfortable to do are the things that you should do straight away. You should stop that hesitancy. Is that word? You know what I mean? I just think social media is the devil, and it's crazy because I've made a conscious effort to remove certain social media sites off my phone, mainly because I spend way too much time on them and they're distracting me way too much and I'm getting nothing done. But also because it plants so much doubt in your mind. You're releasing something for yourself, and I've got to keep on reminding myself that I'm releasing this stuff for myself in hope that it might help someone else, but also I know it's helping me. I know it's helping me and my confidence. I know it's helping possibly just even one person to watch it and be like, do you know what? Something in that video has resonated with me to think about myself, or something that relates to it. Like, I don't know, like my anxiety video, or even the unsent letters video. Although that video was very personal to me, anyone can relate to it. I'd hope that you'd watch it and think, I know someone like that I feel that way about. It's a blessing and a curse with platforms like YouTube and Instagram and all the other social medias, because you have this ability to push yourself out there, but you also need people to also support you in order to get you further. I guess what I'm trying to say in a really long-winded way is that nothing has really changed from the last update video that I did, but I think that's a key thing, which means that this is going to be a consistent learning curve of not being bothered about certain things, focusing on what you want to do. I need to not focus on the numbers. I need to not focus on how many views and how many subscribers, which is really difficult when people straight away ask you to your face, like, oh, you've only got X amount of subscribers, or blah blah blah. That's not my problem. That's kind of not their problem, but that's their focus. That's not a problem. It's more about me being confident in my stuff and pushing out and being like, yeah, I do, but my stuff is sick. I've got nothing else to say. I will continue, obviously. It's not something that I'm going to stop doing, and I will persist in releasing content that I feel is more meaningful and things that actually go on in my mind and I really want to talk about, which may not be comfortable for some people to talk about. And I'm very aware that the things that I'm releasing are subjects like that. So people will watch them, but people will watch them in silence and may not comment until one day it goes viral, and that's when people want to follow and they feel more confident to talk to or talk about it. I think this is as good as it's going to get, really. It's as much as I do with my face. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was very all over the place and I blabber a lot, but that's just how I am, unedited, unfortunately. But thank you so much for watching. Get Ready With Me is really popular on YouTube, so I thought, why not try it? I'm not someone who's very good at makeup, in fact, but when I need to fix my face, you know, why not? Now I can do some of the challenges that you guys have recommended to me, and of course I need loads more, so please make sure you let me know down in the comment section below, message me over social media, whichever is best for you. Either way, I would love to hear your suggestions, because, you know, this is all about you. It's all about you and, you know, watching something that might help you push yourself out of a comfort zone and also push me out of a comfort zone. So yeah, I'm going to stop blabbering, I'm going to shut up, I need to get ready. I want a time limit. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and also hit subscribe, because of course this whole video is about that. So help me out and share with a friend, do what you need to do. Have a lovely weekend and I will see you next week. Mwah!